Hi friends, the chicken coop saga is going to continue today. I am hoping to get that done with some help from my mom. She is visiting. Right now she's actually taking a nap. We went to the rodeo last night, and so it's kind of a late night, so she's taking a nap, and it's about the middle of the day, so I'm not getting started here until the middle of the day because I actually, before all this happened, I had signed up for a summer class for renewal points for my teaching license. So I am a certified high school English teacher, and I'm not teaching right now. I kind of have talked a little bit about my work. I work for a leadership development company and enjoy that, but I still want to keep up my teaching license just in case I ever want to go back into teaching. So that is why I'm doing this course, and this morning I had to submit a week or two of lesson, 1 to 2 weeks of lesson plans over a certain topic. So I'm a little bit behind. Oh my goodness, I just, that on top of everything else going on, me working and at work has been so busy, and I've been having to go into the office sometimes and come back, and it's because we're busy, it makes for long work days. I've been working through my lunches a lot, and then I also kind of mentioned before that I have a side job I do, that I'm actually a mentor to a couple of kiddos, and so it just, all of those things combined with our home projects has been a lot. So I'm thankful that my mom's here to help us work on some of these projects, and hopefully we'll get into this chicken coop today. But before I want to go down there, I have been meaning to kind of tell you guys about Jordan and I's living situation right now. I'm sitting here on the stairs of a camper that we're staying in. It's not our camper. Our plan when we moved up here was to actually camp. So we have a rooftop tent on our car, and we are going to sleep in that, and we have a pretty good car camping setup. We have a propane stove, not just one of those small little tabletop Coleman ones. We have an actual one that we set up. A Camp Chef is what it's called. And we've got a nice little camp box full of everything, and so we thought we were going to be pretty good, have a great setup. But we were talking to some people at our church about it, and they're like, "What, you're going to camp? What is your camping situation like, and how long are you going to be camping?" And so we were telling them, and they're like, "Well," one of the couples there said, "Well, we have a camper that we don't really use. They got it from their parents, and it's old, and there's some things going on with it, but you can use it if you want." So we were like, yeah, of course, why not take that opportunity? And so I've been wanting to kind of share that, but it's just been so crazy with everything that we've been doing. I haven't had time. So I want to take the second to kind of show you that, because I'm sure you've seen it in the background of some of our videos. So this butte here is, I think it's a 1996 here. There's Jackie. That's one of my mom's dogs. She's here from Nebraska too. Also, honestly, the other reason I haven't done this tour yet is because and it's still not super clean, but this is somewhat a little bit more cleaner than what it was. So this is our little area. I think this is 32 feet long, so it's a pretty long camper. There's no pop-outs. But yeah, we have a nice little toilet, a good place to have showers, quick showers. There's our little bedroom. And yeah, so this is our temporary home. We don't have water on site still, so we have been getting water from a friend in town. Jordan has this tank right here, this water tank. We've been filling it, and then just filling the water tank into the camper. It's been working pretty well. That tank of water lasts us quite a few days, so it's not like we have to refill it every other day or anything. What else here? We do have to empty the black tank. Well, we just take it into town to go and empty that, which isn't awful. We're not too far away from town, which is one of the nice things about where we're at. We are kind of we are in this secluded area, but it really is not that far of a drive from town. So going and emptying out that black tank isn't like a huge issue. And plus, our plan if we were camping, and now you know that I've been living here and using this camper, I'm like, wow, I don't know if our plan really would have worked out well, because our plan for the bathroom was to either try to get a porta potty up here, which I've been trying to do for some of the workers that have been coming up here, and it is impossible to get a porta potty right now. Like, with all the summer events going on, with all the construction that goes on right now, all the porta potty companies like have nothing. So our other option was going to be to join a gym to use their shower and stuff. But man, I'm so thankful for this camper, because I think that would have been very difficult. Yeah. Wow. But anyway, so wanted to take a second to explain that, and just is another example of how good God is, and just providing these things for us that we weren't necessarily like looking for, but I mean, we didn't know at the time that this was something that would be so helpful for us. And so we weren't like out looking for that. We were just gonna like deal with what we had for the situation, but the Lord provided in ways that we didn't even think of. So just another great example of that. Now let's go head to the chicken coop. All right, the chicken coop. So just a reminder of where I left off last time. I got about 1.5 panels of chicken wire off, kind of like the top layer that was running around, up until here. And so this is kind of where I stopped. That first like panel, I have it kind of like just set over there. Before I was saying that I probably won't reuse the chicken wire, but actually it's in pretty good condition. The paint is probably going to be actually like rolling it back up to keep in storage for a little bit until we know what we're going to use it for. So I'm excited about that. Actually, we'll get to reuse that for something, whether it be a chicken coop or for a garden or something like that. Also, in the name of talking about things in the background like that camper, you probably saw this boat in the background of the last chicken coop video. So we actually got this boat with the property. The previous owners, they kind of didn't want to deal with it. They just said, you guys can have it. So we are going to be, I think, over the winter, we're going to put it in the garage again, I think, if we have space. And I think it's going to be kind of a winter project to kind of spiffy it up a little bit, and we'll probably end up selling it. And then again, on the note of things in the background, you have probably seen this orange vehicle here and there in the background of our videos. So that is Jordan's Trans Am. He bought that when he was 19 years old. It's all paid off. It's kind of his baby. He's done a lot of work on it. Unfortunately, we have sold it. The proceeds from it are mainly how we're funding a lot of our project right now. So it won't be in the background much longer. But I'll tell you, man, the process of selling a car is kind of difficult, especially when the buyer is in a different state. But yeah, this is kind of like our sacrificial lamb for our property. I'm proud of Jordan for, I don't know, just being willing to make that sacrifice, because he does like that car. Hopefully maybe someday in the future we'll be able to purchase another one that he can work on, and maybe, I don't know, someday work on with the kids that we have, maybe if we have kids. But yeah, just wanted to kind of like tell you what that was. And then I mentioned my mom's here, so there's her camper. There's where she's staying as she's on our property. And then there's Jet Li. That's the other dog that is my mom's. And then as I'm looking here, I'm like, ugh, all these dead trees. I want to get them out so bad. Like all over our property, there's like bunches of dead trees I want to get out. But again, not quite a priority, at least around this chicken coop area. This is one of the things I'm also trying to do. I want to get done cleaning this up. I do want to clean up some of this deadfall. We will eventually take down these entire trees, but for now I might just kind of cut off the lower branches so you can walk around and not get whacked in the face by a dead branch. So that'd be kind of nice. And then hopefully we'll be able to go inside the chicken coop today, especially when my mom comes and helps. I think we'll be able to get a lot more knocked out than I was able to a couple of weeks ago in an afternoon. All right, we'll keep you posted. All right, little update. I have officially taken care of like that top rung that was going along the sides, the top rung of chicken wire. So, yeah, did you guys hear Mom? There she is. There's Mom coming out to help. But okay, so last time I got this off and I was about to like here. So I got the rest of this middle part taken off and around those trees. And around up here. So the good thing about doing that top layer and why I decided to do it first was, one, I could unhook like the ceiling, quote, quote, ceiling that he had there for this chicken wire dome for our chicken Fort Knox for chickens. And so when I was undoing that with the top rung, most of it just like fell flat. So I'll just have to kind of untangle the sheets that he used for the dome part. And then the second reason why I started with the top one is because honestly, and this is probably the main reason, I showed this to you guys before, but how he dug this inch about a foot out. Look, you can see this right here over this rock. And there's like grass and everything that has grown over top of it, so it's going to be a lot of work, like just moving all these rocks and the dirt and the grass that's grown up through it to get that last piece out, but slowly getting there. So in our unearthing of the bottom row of the chicken wire, we found an old egg. Should we crack it or should we not? It's pretty like
petrified.
Yeah, like it's like porous. Can you see that? I think we should crack it.
Okay.
You should do it. Should we do it by the trash can? Or the trash bag?
Feels like a rock. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Ah.
What is
Ew,
it?
what's this?
Ew. That looks like egg salad.
It looked like a deviled egg.
Yeah, it did. Ooh.
I wonder if it heated, it like...
Ugh. Okay, I think we're done. There's our science experiment. What happens to eggs?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Of what? We don't know, but I guess we know if you leave an egg out and just outside in the different and varying seasons, that for years, that's what happens. Looks like a deviled egg. So. Alright, so a little update. We got the bottom part. You guys probably saw that. It was relatively easy until we kind of hit around here. And then just all the roots, and I kind of already talked about the power of like all the roots to just hold that in. So we decided to actually move up there and come around and let gravity do... Oh! Oh! You stepped on this rake. And let gravity kind of help us out. So we still have to do this section. me get up here and then turn around so you can kind of see. Okay, so it is all gone from, that's like just a little piece that's sitting right there. But top and bottom has gone right here, right here. Can walk through here now. But man, we had to pull out so much grass and rocks and some of the different like shrub type stuff. The very opposite of back to Eden gardening. But when you're making improvements like this, you got to do what you got to do. We don't want that chicken wire to stay in the ground there. So, but also just kind of cool side note of the power of nature, of when, you know, man comes in and puts in their fingerprint or puts their fingerprint down somewhere, and nature just kind of grows over it. It's kind of cool. Welcome back. It is day 2, and hopefully we'll be able to kind of finish up the chicken coop stuff today. So I didn't get the end of yesterday's because we ran out of battery on the camera, but there was a lot left that we had to do down on this end. Down here you can see like all of this we had to tear out, and it was just, man, really tight in there with all those roots. So it was a lot yesterday, and it was really hot yesterday, and the sun was kind of beating right down on us, so it was a lot of work. But yeah, today we're just mainly clearing away this chicken wire that Mom's already kind of working on, and maybe take down some of that weird wood stuff there, and some of that he probably set up for the chickens to roost on. And then we will be going inside. So stay tuned. There's Jackie. She's our helper. Here's our supervisor. How are we doing? How are we doing? Good? You're not enthused by our work? Right, much to your anticipation.
And ours.
And ours. Oh, and of course, hang on, gotta train.
Ow, jeez. This camera person falls over a rock.
Gotta change bits, because of course, they're all different. Alright, got our right bit here.
You're lucky there's not one super high.
I know.
Shorty.
I don't think there's one there.
Careful. Oh, wow. Look at those tanks.
Nice.
Here, what do you do? Huh. More water barrels.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's nothing scary.
Not from this view. There's a lot of watering. Little chicken waters.
Is
Those
that like
shelves
a
over there
nest or
like
something
super.
over on the top, like a hornet's nest or something, or is it like a fixture?
Oh yeah, that's a hornet's nest up there. There's quite a few of those around here, especially in our garage, or like upstairs garage area. Wow, not
Nice.
nearly as bad as I was thinking. Hey everyone, so I was editing our chicken coop, or our kind of final chicken coop cleanup video, and I realized I never did a closing video after we opened up the inside. So I think we were just so tired after doing all that, we just were like done. So I wanted to do just a quick walk around to kind of show you what it looks like completed. So you can see there's no more wire here. There's some of the things that were hanging off here are gone. This is like completely open now, no chicken wire. Again, you can see where we dug out. A lot of the wood that was hanging around, hanging off those trees is gone. That piece is like screwed up there. I need a ladder actually to get that one piece undone, but we are going to be deconstructing this anyway, so I think that's just why I left that. I don't know when this is going to be a priority to deconstruct it. Our goal is to have a chicken coop for next spring, so I'm hoping that we can get this deconstructed this year, and then early in the spring we can create our new chicken coop. And I don't even know if it's gonna go here yet. We are kind of like deciding a few things, like our home site, like our final home site, because I think after we've decided that, it'll be a lot easier to lay out the rest of the homestead. This area I'm thinking might be nice for a greenhouse, or we're thinking of keeping it a chicken coop area. We'll keep you posted on what we decide for that. But anyway, like deconstructing this, that I'm hoping to get done before it gets too cold this year. The siding, I think we're gonna try and save it and reuse it. Maybe not for the chicken coop, maybe for the chicken coop, or maybe for like some other tool shed, because the siding's still in pretty good shape. I probably would stain it or depending on the color scheme we want to go with on the Homestead here, maybe paint it. I'm leaning more towards staining, but yeah. Anyway, those are some rough plans we have, and you can see this is nice and clear. We're going to be cutting this down eventually. We're in extreme fire danger right now, so we actually can't use our chainsaws. So that's why we cannot cut that down quite yet. We took all the wire out from here. And then, man, oh man, this was the worst section. I kind of talked about it already, but it was awful. The videos, you guys don't even capture the work and the amount of hours that we put into it. Oh, it was like, and it was so hot that it was a lot. It looks like it would have been so easy. Oh, just pull out the chicken wire. It took a lot, especially this darn area. There were all these rocks we were pulling off, but it was mainly those roots that were keeping it in, that we had to just dig out from the chicken wire. So as you come over here, you can see, so the chicken wire went all the way around that tree, around there, and then there was kind of some like wood over here that I took down. Yeah, a lot of the wood we have piled over here. We're gonna go through this for burn and what we want to reuse. This looks just a lot cleaner now. Still some work, like I said. We do want to deconstruct this. And again, you saw the inside here. Haven't done anything in here yet. Probably will tackle that when we deconstruct. And then the other thing we did was just with like the Sawzall, not the chainsaw, we were cleaning some of these dead limbs in these areas so we would stop getting whacked in the face. And as you can see, I am videoing this several days later because look, Mom's gone. Sad. It was nice having her here. But like I said, as I was editing it, I'm like, oh no, I never did a closing little wrap-up video. So that's what this is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment those questions and we will get those answered. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks. See you next time.